Alright, CSS battle time. Let's make our um, unknown user symbol here. I am still sick, probably worse today. I will put in the description how this goes, how many characters I use, in case, you want to see if it's going to be helpful or not, if you're trying to chase, like, the lowest character count. And sometimes I feel like seeing how other people did solutions can give you ideas and things, and I like contributing to that sort of endeavor. So, um, I'm going to do a radial gradient, at least in one part. My question is, this thing here, it does seem like it's domed, but I wonder if I could do radial gradients like close together. If I do them close together, it's going to extend all the way across, though. So I should just make that an element. I wonder. I wanted to make this circle and the white the HTML radial gradient, because that looks centered, and that's the easiest way to do it. 1Q, let's do our light blue, 50 pixels, let's say, because that's going to be 100 pixels across. So we're doing the radius on that, and then we do the white. Oh, I don't even need the 0 on this. All right, so let's look. Is it centered? Looks centered. Let's jump this up. 75. No. 80. Interesting. All right, so that looks good. Now we just need the central spot. Now, the body will be full size. I can't mask the body. But what I can do, what I can do, no, it won't be behind it. So this shape here, because of the little circle, that outline right there, I almost want it to be underneath, or like the layer underneath, or overflowing outside of it. So this radial gradient, I almost want it to be on top, like the body. And my thought is to make the no, that won't work. How to make this shape and just use a circle to describe it, without too many characters. All right. And since I already used radial gradient, oh, I'm really having trouble thinking straight here. Keeping a thought. So if the body were to be like this circle, I could do an offset radial gradient for that. And somehow I've got to mask this. It might not make sense to have this radial gradient on the HTML at all. I might shape the HTML to be this. Give it this radial gradient, but then box shadow this, because the HTML, that might work. If I shape the HTML and do this radial gradient that's offset for it, if I shape it with margin though and border radius, it's going to it's going to shrink. The body's not going to want to be like full width, but nothing will be. All right, I wonder. Let's actually just set that aside for right now. And what I'm going to do is instead change this to an and. Let's do a different background radial gradient. We're going to do another one. We're going to make this small circle and then the light blue. But then we're going to do margin and border radius. Oh, but if I have this background, it's not going to... Oh, yeah, margin and border radius, and then do a box shadow of that color to create that thing. And then we just need to do this circle. And because I already have border radius going, but no, I don't have a full circle border radius. It won't work. I might be able to step up the border radius using like font or something, but I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself again. I can't think straight. Dark blue, dark blue. 25 pixels to start, and then we're gonna go light blue. All right, let's go up to 30. Oh man, yeah, sorry about that. That doesn't sound great. 50%, and then, oh, not a comma. I can back it up right to it. 150. We don't want 150, 130, 120. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna cut this. I gotta go blow my nose. I'm sorry. I'm back. I don't know how. Okay, let's see. Let's get everything fixed. This is a hot mess. All right. Let's get after it. Okay, so let's do an outline. 2 pixels solid. All right, now let's go margin 50. Okay, so that moves it around. I think I can make that work because I can just shove it back up again. But what I want to do is border radius. Wait, 1 inch. Let's do that. Now let's jump up these 100. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna mask it, I think, with the body, so it should be okay. Like 80. Let's go like 150. Okay, that's too much. 130. That seems about right. 100. All right, let's come down here. Let's do the bottom. 100. 80. Ooh, 80. Let's go like 50 down there, and then I can jump the top up. $65, 140. Pretty close. Too far. 140. Oh, 140, I mean. That seems about right. I think if we... What am I seeing here? Oh, I'm seeing the top of the circle just showing up. Okay, so if I margin it down to create the right shape, no matter where I put it, I think what'll end up happening is I think let's walk this up. 80, 80, 70, 60, 50. Okay. So I could, my thought is to make that right shape, right? And I can put that element anywhere in the screen. It's just going to have this background. We can work some magic, position the element, place the radial gradient, and then box shadow this shape down where we want it. And then the body's going to need a position fixed, I bet, to be that circle that masks that shape for us. So I'm going to take this off and not do that. I'm just going to... Oh, that don't work. Let's get this back on the line. It needs to be on. Change that. There we go. We're back in business. Okay. So I don't think that's also the way to start either, because I can't, I need to put that on the top layer. That's going to be the top layer. All right. So I think Background is going to be just light blue. And then we can takes 2 radial gradients to do it that way. I don't want to do 2 radial gradients. I have to do border radius no matter what, so I should just do border radius all the way through. And I can do a huge box shadow if I want. I'm not going to margin the HTML. Let's just select our body and let's narrow it down, and then we'll do like a p tag. There we go. So what we can do is this one. I just gotta do this. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done quick and dirty. This won't be a good solution. I will put that in the description. Margin border radius? No. Oh my goodness. I'll get there eventually. Let's try 2 inches this time. I wonder if that's probably too much. It's gotta be too much. Let's margin it into place. I forget what I did, but this shouldn't be too hard to get placed, and then we'll just, I don't know, I'll do something. 140 was like the sides, and then like 80 or 50 was like the bottom. Let's do 40 as the bottom, and then 150, 65. Was that where we were at? That looks pretty good. Let's take that outline off. All right. 164, 163. Ugh. Okay, we'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. Then we can do a paragraph tag, and we're gonna go position fixed. I'm not fighting with things today. This will just make life easier for getting this done. Let's go padding. 25 pixels, right? Something like that. It was like 30, I think, actually. I don't need the actually unit on that. My nose is running again. So the background I did already the dark blue, so this should be showing up. It's inside the body. Let's go margin 0. Where are you? You're nowhere because I haven't made you yet. Okay, there we go. -50 and 0. Okay, 20. Let's just get it where it needs to be. 30 and 80, 75, 4, 3. I'm not liking those numbers. Weird numbers like that usually mean a bad solution. All right, now this last one, I was going to do just a radial gradient. And actually, I think that is still the way to go. So let's go plus P. And let's put another one in. And this is where it really falls apart. I have 3 backgrounds. We're going to take that off. We are going to grab it. Control X. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go padding. We're going to do 150 by 200. Has a border radius, so that's lovely. All right. We're going to go 250 by like 300. Okay, doesn't matter how big it is unless it becomes a pain to move around. We are going to change the central circle to transparent. And then it really is a masking circle. And then we are going to margin it into place and call it a happy day. 150, 180. Ooh. Ooh, we're almost there. We're so close. All right, we move far enough back. So I think it's like -250. Let's hit submit. Weird numbers again, but it's a weird solution. It's a very weird solution. Yeah. Like when I have to use border radius in a solution, a lot of times I don't like pairing it with radial gradient. Um, because if I'm using border radius, then I already have a circle, and I should lean into that way of making a circle and cascade it down. So, not great, but the radial gradient is also better than doing like another background and then a box shadow too on top of it. But I would have the border radius already, so that's another way of doing it. It's just keep the border radius, increase the padding, transparent background, and then a huge box shadow, and that would cover everything too. Not that I recommend this solution at all, but you know, if for some reason you went down this path, what? Home. There it is. I pressed the wrong button. I am, man. I need to go to bed. Take something. Go to bed. All right. Submit. 217. I mean, I was expecting worse. I was expecting like 250 or something like that. All right. I gotta go. I gotta blow my nose again. This is horrible. Truly awful. I am so sorry. Bye.